Dun, dun, dun. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited about this one. This is conspiracy theories, and I love conspiracy theories. These are plain thoughts that go on in my head, just crazy thoughts of turtles, the world, whatever. But today's episode, we're going to talk about turtles and de-evolution. Unfortunately, I think that we don't think much about the future these days. We're so focused on what's going on right now, and we don't learn from the past. We learn from what's happening right in front of us. But turtles came from the Triassic period, right? So they've been here a very, very long time. They've literally perfected themselves in the Jurassic period. Like, they're basically modern day turtles. Like the ultimate design of what they are now was designed in the Jurassic period, from the Triassic to early Jurassic. But now the only thing that they're facing, you know, their ultimate extinction, surviving extinction event over extinction event, and still are here, is humans. We're terrible. But now we have them as pets in captivity. So we're keeping them as pets. It's modern day times, but not everybody keeps them how they're kept in the wild and how their bodies are designed. Like, for instance, the diamondback terrapin, one of my personal favorites. Been working with them for over 15 years, and I love them. But they're designed for brackish water. They are a brackish water turtle. Brackish water is essentially salt water and fresh water mixed together, but it's attached to open ocean and fresh water. So these guys, their skin's designed for salinity. Their body's designed in general. The internal organs, glands inside their body are all designed to withstand even open ocean, high concentration of salinity. And yet, in captivity, see it time and time again, people are keeping them in freshwater. And they survive in freshwater. They breed, they eat, they poop, they do all their normal things that they would do in brackish water, in freshwater. So what's wrong with that? Well, now all those modifications and specialized parts of this turtle that it designed to live in that niche environment are now pointless. So what happens to those things? What happens to the skin over generations and generations and generations of being kept in freshwater? What happens to this turtle over time? Do you think it's going to stay the same, or do you think that it's going to change? Because these animals literally have survived and adapted, and they adapt like that. Like, how many people you bring imported in animals, turtles, into captivity, you get lots of deaths, right? Sometimes lots of deaths of these adults. And then you get first generation captive bred babies from them, and they're like rock solid. They handle anything you throw at them. Dirty water, fresh water, sand bottom, whatever diet you want to give them to. You want to give them poopy, terrible, fish pellets, or, whatever. Like, you just feed them whatever, and they'll probably eat it. But what happens to these animals when you do that generation over generation over generation? I think we're gonna get a different turtle. I think eventually this animal is going to be in a way domesticated, just like dogs, just like cats, and to a degree birds. I think that it's just a matter of time. These animals have literally been here forever, and to not think that they couldn't just take what you give them and then just run with it, I think that's crazy. But in my personal opinion, I would always go for keeping the animals as close to what their native, environment is. I know it's really, really challenging, but isn't that part of the reason why we got in these turtles? Because turtles aren't exactly the easiest, pet to own or animal to own. Like they're a challenge and they're expensive. So if you're gonna go through the expense and all the effort to have these things, why not just do it right? But what's right to you is probably wrong to me. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge. Totally gonna judge. But personally, I'd rather them stay with what they're designed to be like. But I'm also a huge fan of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I think, playing with science is kind of fun. And playing with genetics is kind of fun. Especially if they're just going to be pets, right? That's kind of cool. I think some people think it's really, really wrong. But it's interesting to see how an animal that's been here on this planet and outlived the dinosaurs, what can we do with that? Where can we go with that? If it's going to be a pet, what does it matter? And that's what we're doing right now. We have pets. And you have some people that try and do it for captive breeding through conservation, but they're doing it more raising those animals to be releasable in the future. And to do that, you have to keep them in that biome, that precise biome that they would be from their native environment, or as close to it as possible. And there's very specific protocols to be able to re-release turtles into the environment. But the rest of us that aren't doing that, it's just a pet. I don't know. Food for thought. Put your comments below. Tell me what you think. Do you think that I'm wrong, I'm right, could be onto something? Somebody wants to hit me up and pay me $1 million to do this research. Would love to. Yeah. Anyways, have a good one, guys. See you later.